Hi everyone, my name is Sierra Siler. I'm a visual artist. I'm a newly full-time self-employed visual artist, and I use my illustrations to design home decor and apparel for my company called Blk and Brwn. And I also just started this YouTube channel. So spend the day with me on a very chill, slow Wednesday afternoon as I get into my routine, talk about some of my beauty habits, as well as get into a possibly upcoming video. So stay tuned. So first I'm gonna pretend to wake up and open my blinds, let some natural light in, make it all nice and bright. And then because we have guests over, which is you guys, I'm gonna make my bed, which I'm not gonna lie, I don't do every morning like I should, but this video I definitely am. And I am so detailed, so meticulous, and so obsessive about how I make my bed. It has to be just right. Even today, I might have spent like 5 minutes making my bed, and that is something I consider like a very rushed and sloppy version of making my bed. I have an entire video about how exactly I make it and the bedding that I use, so check that out if you're curious. But I can easily spend upwards of 20, maybe even 30 minutes perfecting it just to my liking if I know like someone might come over to see my house because I just got it and they want to see the bedroom. So yeah, I'm a big perfectionist when it comes to my bed. And then I'm gonna head to the bathroom to get ready for the day. Squinting is crazy when I have 20/20 vision, but anyway, I'm just gonna go through my routine, get ready, freshen up, mouthwash, flossing, brushing my teeth, scraping my tongue, this, that, and the third. And then I'm gonna get into skincare and a little bit of hair care. I'm gonna take down my hair because clearly it was like fighting its way out of this bonnet that cannot fit my head. And then I'm gonna get straight into my skincare. I actually like to save the more in-depth skincare for the nighttime, so I have an entirely separate video on that if you want to check it out. For the morning, I like to keep it super simple instead of like a super harsh cleanse, especially because I just did that like 8 hours ago before I went to sleep. I'm really just gonna rinse my face and refreshen it with some rose water just to make sure it's clean, clear, and hydrated. And then I'm going to go in with this prescription called Clyndamycin Phosphate that is really good for inflammation, acne, etc. And then my favorite skincare product, Snail Mucin, that is super hydrating, makes me look so glowy. I'm going to lock in all the hydration with my La Roche-Posay moisturizer and then skip straight to sunscreen. When I tell you I wear sunscreen every single day that I leave the house, I am not joking or exaggerating in the slightest. Sunscreen is so important. I want you guys to take a look at this photo of a woman. I can't remember how old she is, but she used sun protection, sunscreen on her face for decades, but skipped her neck. And look how her neck aged versus how her face aged. Sunscreen is so important, not just in protecting your skin from sunburns, but also protecting your skin from premature aging, from worsening your dark circles around your eyes, your dark marks, your acne scarring, even preventing wrinkles. Sunscreen is so important. If you are putting in any type of work or using any type of product to improve your skin or reverse the aging, then none of that will be accomplished unless you are protecting your skin from the sun. Yes, our melanin helps us age well, but it doesn't mean we don't age at all. So please protect that beautiful skin that you were born with. And as a quick disclaimer, there is absolutely nothing wrong with aging, but if you are trying to improve or prevent wrinkles, dark circles around your eyes, acne scarring, or dark marks, you cannot do that without sunscreen. I have some acne scarring, some dark marks in this video, but my skin did used to look like this and this before I started wearing sunscreen and taking my skincare really seriously, and now it looks like this and like this on really good days without any skin makeup. So my skin is improved, not perfect. So if you are not already, please wear your sunscreen on a regular basis, ideally on a daily or multi-daily basis, even if you have dark skin, even if you are black. It is so important. Let's skip ahead to hair care. I'm just going to take off this satin scarf that I slept in to protect my edges and keep it nice and flat. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Sierra Siler and I've had my locks about 20 years. Here I'm doing a little stretch test, trying to show you like my length. I have cut them multiple times, so that's why, okay, pause. We gotta take a moment to appreciate just how slicked and laid and flat I got that. But yeah, after being locked for about 20 years, they're hip length at this point, and I have cut my locks several times, either a cut or a trim. So they would be much longer had I never cut or trimmed them. But I personally like this length, so I'll occasionally get them cut or trimmed to either upkeep this length or sometimes just to make my hair more easily manageable when it gets hot during the summer, heavy when it's wet, or when I have to constantly throw my hair up in a bun when I'm going to my dance classes, because I have been dancing for about the same amount of time, about 15 to almost 20 years. But now that my scarf is off, I'm just gonna bounce back and forth between spritzing my hair with water and gently brushing it. I recently learned that this is good at keeping out lint and just keeping your hair nice and soft. It's supposed to help prevent breakage too. I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know anything about that. I'm still learning despite having had them 20 years. I think the reason that my locks do look so healthy and manicured is because, well, one, they actually are healthy. I do a good job of keeping them clean. And because I have had them for so long, and now locks are super in, they're super popular, and with social media and with such beautiful representation of locks these days, there is a standard that I didn't grow up with, and there are just so many tips and tricks and so much advice out there that I wasn't really exposed to growing up. So without that representation and exposure and social media, and being literally the only young girl that I knew in the early 2000s with locks, not even knowing or seeing what I've been exposed to now about locks and lock care and just the aesthetic and all the different things that you can do with locks, I think was a secret blessing, because not even being exposed to that, I just wasn't doing a lot to my hair. I mean, my hair is a result of me pretty much leaving it alone for 20 years straight. I wasn't experimenting. I wasn't putting like all these concoctions and food in my hair. I wasn't length checking every other day. To me, it was just my hair, and I didn't think anything of it. I would just wash it, get an occasional retwist, wash it, retwist, wash it, retwist, and that's it. And so I think by literally just forgetting about it and just letting it be on the back burner in the background of my life is what made me wake up one day and realize, like, wow, I have really long hair because I just wasn't thinking about it for 2 decades straight. So if you feel like your locks are super high maintenance and you just need to do a lot to it to keep them healthy and hydrated and moisturized and to make them grow longer and faster and thicker and fuller and quicker, I would say to put the honey down, take a step back, and just be patient. If you are committed to doing that, I have no judgment. If you have done that before, so have I. Now that I have been exposed to all this information and people with locks and social media and advice, but I realized what's been best for my hair was just patience, time, and cleanliness, and that might work for you. So no, give it a try. Moving on, I got some laundry out of the way. This was a Wednesday, and on Wednesdays we film. So I spent hours trying to prep and film for this video idea I had that, I'm not gonna lie, it might never see the face of the internet outside of these clips. I wasn't really feeling the, I look good right there. I wasn't really feeling the lighting or the angle. It was supposed to be like a semi-formal to formal, like dress try-on / outfit idea thing. I don't know. But anyway, let's put on some actual clothes. I had to leave my room a mess for the time being to rush off to my orthodontic appointment. So I grabbed my bag, put on my coat, and head out the door. And here I am in the car just crying over my skin. I was stressed because I don't know why, but it doesn't normally look this like splotchy and inflamed. But I'm at the orthodontist office. I got my braces adjusted. I cannot wait to get these things off so I never miss an appointment. While I was on that side of town, I decided to stop at my dermatologist's office. I stopped there to pick up some minoxidil, and that's what I use on the temples of my hair, on my edges, to just kind of regrow, rethicken that part of my hair, because the women in my family are just really prone to thinning right there for some reason. But anyway, now it's time to revisit this mess. I was not feeling it, guys, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, on Wednesdays I film. Mondays and Tuesdays are days that I typically spend creating new artwork for my art business. I was so excited to put on that dress. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, that's when I dedicate my work days to working on my YouTube channel. So filming on Wednesdays, editing on Thursdays, and then Fridays, that is a catch-up day for either catching up on my artwork and my art business or on my YouTube and my editing. Then it's time to shower, change, have some dinner. I watched some Game of Thrones with my boyfriend, and I guess I must have been tired from waking up early this morning because he recorded me just like completely crashing on the couch in the living room. But woke up, watched some more Game of Thrones. I love that show, by the way. If you watch it, please let me know what you thought of the ending, because Now, after procrastinating for who knows how long on my phone and TV, I head to the bathroom to get ready for bed. And as you might have noticed, I have curls in my hair that I didn't have before and a completely new set of nails. And that's because you caught me. This was filmed on a different day, but nonetheless, this is still the time that I do my nighttime routine. So you're not seeing anything really different. I just had to show you these beautiful curls that my hairdresser put in my hair. We used pipe cleaners and it just turned out stunning. I felt like a princess. I also really wanted to show you guys these two new bonnets that I got in the mail. These were sent to me by a company called Yanabest, and I agreed to leave them an honest review of these two bonnets, one black, one green, that I received. And I can very honestly say that I'm absolutely in love with the bonnets and don't see myself ever going a night not sleeping with these bonnets. As you guys saw earlier, my hair just couldn't even fit in the last bonnet I was using. And that was an extra, extra large bonnet. But to have one that actually goes down my back, that my hair fills, and then with these stretchy ties that I can use to like lay my edges, and then the actual like sock like part of the bonnet so that I don't have to wear both a scarf and a bonnet is just like such a blessing. So thank you, Annabest. I absolutely recommend them. They're very soft. I will say they came with like a bit of a smell. It wasn't overwhelmingly strong, and I'm sure it's nothing a quick wash won't fix, but I love them. And yes, the bonnet actually did stay on all night, which I'm not used to. You can even see if you look closely in my old bonnet, it was literally being held together by two hair ties because the elastic had worn off so badly that it wasn't tight enough around my hair and obviously kept slipping off at night. So now instead of a huge scarf and a very loose worn out bonnet that never has and still can't fit my hair, I now have something that takes care of both of those things. A scarf to protect my edges and the actual bonnet to protect my hair. And it's beautiful. I felt so pretty in it, and I'm just so grateful that I finally have a bonnet that fits my hair because it wasn't always that bonnets were even made for hair as long and thick as mine. So shout out to Yanabest. I absolutely recommend that you shop with them. Now to get into my nighttime skincare, I have a way more in-depth and detailed nighttime skincare routine and hair care routine in this video. But a quick rundown is pretty much washing my face for at least 60 seconds, using my microfiber wristbands so that the soap and water doesn't drip down my arms, and then immediately going in with tretinoin, which is a prescription, really strong retinol. After that, I'm using some evening tone correction cream. This is just something made by my local dermatologist office, and it has 6% hydroquinone, really good at clearing your skin. After that, going in with some more rose water to redampen my skin, snail mucin, and sealing all that in with the same La Roche-Posay moisturizer from earlier, and then sealing that all in with Vaseline. If you want to know why I use those products and just all the details behind them, check out that video because I stand by these products wholeheartedly and they have really transformed my skin. And that wraps up the day in my life as a full-time artist. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Also, for anyone wondering, this is how we curled my hair with the pipe cleaners. There's me under the dryer. And yeah, period. My skin was skinny.